to No Brainer MMA. Going to be going over UFC 282. I think also just found out Santiago Ponzinibbio and Robbie Lawler is off. Robbie Lawler had an injury of some sort. I don't know. News just broke like 10 minutes ago. I'm not totally sure. So I'm only going to be going over 5 of these right now. Yeah, let me just get right to it. We're going to start with Bryce Mitchell versus Ilia Topuria. This one's the battle of the undefeated grapplers, and it really is just like a pretty amazing matchup. Bryce Mitchell has a 15-0 record, 6-0 in the UFC. Ilia Topuria has a 12-0 record, 4-0 in the UFC. There's a lot on the line here. Bryce Mitchell, who everyone knows as this crazy submission threat, he really actually only has one submission inside the UFC. It was a twister. It was awesome, super cool. But yeah, just that one so far in 6 fights. And say what you want about the guy. I think 80% of the shit that comes out of his mouth is absolutely just hot trash, just spewing out of his mouth, just insanely stupid. But this guy could be like Mensa based on his fight IQ of just really great fight IQ and probably has the best body triangle in the game right now, I would say. Once he gets a hold of you, it's just really tough to gain any space from him after that. Or if he takes you down or takes your back, like you're not going to get back to your feet. Besides his grappling, Bryce Mitchell, I think, has made huge strides in his striking. And he proved that in his last time out when he knocked down Edson Barboza and ended up with 11 minutes of control time, more control time than Khabib had on Edson Barboza. And there was a 25-30 round on the judges' scorecard, which is just, I don't know how many times we've seen that this year or ever. He'll be taking on Ilia Topuria, who was also looking super impressive. He's 4-0 in the UFC on a 3-fight KO winning streak, and even took his last fight on short notice up a weight class against Jai Herbert. So props for him for that. He did win, but it was the first time we saw him look human. Herbert did land a knockdown on Topuria. He recovered, landed one of his own, but still, it was pretty shaky for a little bit in that first round. Topuria has some really heavy hands, and he looks for a knockout in every shot he throws, which leads him to telegraph his shots. This fight is so crazy close, but I think I'll go with Mitchell. The pace of this fight, I think, is going to be intense, and I'm worried about Tupuria's gas tank. We've seen him slow down really bad against Yusuf Salal in his debut, with the only time he went to decision in the UFC, and it was like drastic slowdown. And Bryce Mitchell has some insane cardio, and that's how I kind of see this fight going back and forth through the first 2 rounds, and then I think Mitchell takes over in the third, and I think Mitchell gets it. So I'm going to go with Bryce Mitchell in that one.